One of my side hobbies away from YouTube is making my own short films, and the plugin tool I use to make my films look more like films and not digital video is called Dehancer Pro. Dehancer Pro is the world's most powerful film emulation plugin, and believe me, if you take the time to learn it and apply it tastefully, you won't be disappointed. I'm currently using the latest version 2 of Dehancer for Final Cut Pro, which has some much improved menu updates that I'd like to tell you about, and a brand new tool called Film Damage. Just to let you know, I am a proud Dehancer affiliate, and if you like the look of what you see in this video and would like to have Dehancer for yourself, then just go to dehancer.com and use my promo code to get 10% off your purchase. Now, I'm no color grading or effects expert, so I'm not going to be doing any type of deep technical dive in this video. Instead, this is going to be a quick summary of the key features of Dehancer and the things that I think make it stand out from the competition. Once you're inside Dehancer, you can choose to work between a standard Rec. 709 format, or if you shot in a high-end format like S-Log with, let's say, 10-bit color, you have the amazing facility of working in the custom color space of the camera you actually used. As for me, it's Rec. 709 all the way with my GH5, as I shoot in Cinelike D 8-bit most of the time. Then you're free to choose from over 50 film stock profiles within Dehancer, which are painstakingly based on actual historic film stocks and are being updated all the time. The original version of the Dehancer menu for Final Cut Pro contained a completely custom interface by default. This was to meet the needs of professional filmmakers who need to have full control over their image at all time. However, in this new version of the interface, each section contains the option of several excellent presets by default. Each of these presets is based on a different size of film stock and its corresponding ISO. I think that in these changes, the Dehancer team have understood that we aren't all experts from the get-go when it comes to grading and effects, and these presets make that whole process less daunting and really speed up the workflow of anyone who wants to learn custom settings at their own pace later on. But the custom option is of course still available at the top of each section. But for me, the most important part of getting the film look is to shoot at 24 frames per second and expose my footage properly in the first place, or all the plugins and effects in the world won't help. So here in brief is a quick rundown of the most important tools in Dehancer Pro. Now, the grain effect in Dehancer has gained a lot of praise for the way it's sympathetically constructed. You can choose the size, the tone and the colour of the grain, making it look truly organic and not just like some slapped on artificial solution. And that pretty much goes for every effect inside Dehancer, as the whole plugin is so well researched and implemented. Halation is similar to what used to be called chromatic aberration, and it mimics the look given by older lenses. It can be seen around the highlighted edges of objects as a mild glow on the red end of the spectrum. The bloom effect gives a luminescent glow in particular to whites and highlights in the image. But as with all of these effects, it really is best used sparingly or not at all, as you can run the danger of making everything look like a dream sequence from the 1970s. Now let's look at the brand new feature of Film Damage, which, as the name implies, mimics the organic look of scratches, hairs and dust particles on the image. Here you can control the size, colour and density of each element of damage, so that you can match it exactly to the tone of the footage you're working on. You can choose to make each element more black or white or a mixture of both, depending on the palette of the shot and how visible you want them to be. I found that the best setting in Film Damage for this particular footage was the 35mm preset. However, I tend to go for such subtle looks that this might not even be visible to you given the compression of YouTube. But as I've said before, subtle is good with me when it comes to mimicking the film look. At the end of the day, of course, it is all down to personal taste, but I find that the more heavy-handed you are with this kind of plugin, the more your inexperience will show. But when it comes to Film Damage, some people might say we're going a little too far in mimicking that old film look. I sometimes think of what filmmakers from generations ago who actually shot on film might say if they knew that one day we would actually be trying to mimic the look of film imperfections, the very imperfections that they were trying to eliminate in the pursuit of a pristine image. If you've enjoyed this video, then please subscribe, and if you like the look of Dehancer and would like to purchase any of their products for yourself, then just use my code at checkout to get 10% off your purchase. See you in the next one.